Hey everyone, it's Ampharob here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the cards I sent off back in April to get graded by PSA. For those who don't know what graded cards are, basically there are companies in the world that will look and inspect your Pokemon cards. Yes, this actually exists. They will look very carefully through like microscopes and all these equipments, you know, those magnifying glass, that's the word I was trying to think of, and they will look for any imperfections they can find and they will grade your card out of 10 and then they will encase it in a hard bit of plastic. There are two main companies that do this. There's PSA Grading and there's Beckett. PSA Grading is the one more commonly used. They grade their cards between 1 and 10 and that's it. However, Beckett is based in the UK and they have been known to have a more higher quality of standard when grading cards. They also use the 1 to 10 grading scale, however there's 4 areas they base it upon. These are centering, edges, corners and surface. Depending on these averages will judge what the card will get. However, if everything gets a perfect 10, you'll get one of these, a pristine black label 10 out of 10. And more recently, a Charizard card went for $10,000. That new one that comes from Hidden Fate's got a pristine 10, perfect everything, and yes, $10,000 for a brand new card. Absolutely insane. So that's a little bit of background about grading cards. I sent mine up to PSA. They're a little bit more lenient when it comes to like giving it a 10. Obviously the card does have to look like a 10. However, Beckett could easily give it a 9 or a 9.5, which would devalue it lower than a 10. So let's stop talking about it. Let's get into it. Right, so let's get into it. I'm very nervous, even though I was very calm and collective during the intro. This is actually very nerve-wracking for me. This is like make or break on some of my rarest cards. Sometimes it's actually better not to grade cards. Like I said, it's out of 10. So in my opinion, sometimes it's better not to grade it unless it's a super rare card like only a couple of them exist. Anything lower than a 7 isn't generally worth it. And I did send some cards that are maybe 7s, maybe even 6s, but hopefully they don't get it. Maybe PSA may look over it a little bit. I have to be super careful, so it's going to take me a little while to open. And something I realised I forgot to say was the reason people grade their cards is because it does protect the card. It goes up in value. A PSA 10 card or a PSA 9 is worth, PSA 9 is probably worth double than the standard card, and then there's a PSA 10 that's, depending on the card, can be worth up to 3 times the value. I have not seen any of these grades yet, so this will be all first for me, first for you, so I'm very excited. I did have a predicted grades, so I've got prediction grades. I think I'll show my predictions because the company I sent it through, I actually sent mine through a company, Barney Ludkin's Collectibles. Ludkin Collectibles by Barney Ludkins. Just keep saying it. If I say it more, it will appear behind me. He does a wonderful service in the UK, so I sent it through him. He's a great guy. There are other services in the UK, but Ludkin's Collectibles is the most well known. So I want to put them standing. I'm going to put them standing up there. We'll put them standing up there. We'll start from the back and we'll work our way forward. But as I was saying, absolutely lovely guy. They communicate with you the whole way through, and I can definitely recommend it. I'm not sponsored by him or anything. If you'd like to sponsor me, give me a call, little email. Hit me on WhatsApp, slide into my DMs. But yeah, once again, lovely guy. So I sent it through him. As you can see, this card definitely won't get a 10. There is a little nick at the top. I don't even think I know what this card is. A little nick at the bottom. Don't know if you guys can see. However, I'm maybe going to try and cover it up. I'm going to try and cover up the grades. Oh, it's my Latias Gold Star. I remember you. I haven't seen these cards since April. It's terrifying. I've had these cards for years, some of these for absolute years. And to just send them off to a guy you've never met before, it's a terrifying experience. I think I predicted this would get a 7. I think I said to 7, maybe 7 or an 8. What have we got? We'll probably put a price on the side, a pre-graded price and a new graded price value. So first card is Latias Gold Star. I reckon it'll get a 7 or an 8. I'm going to go for an 8. I'm going to go for a cheeky 8, and it got an 8. Yes. I was petrified. I thought this card would probably get a 7. I was very, very nervous, but I was like, you know what? We'll send it in for a cheeky 8, and that's exactly what we got. I didn't think at all this would get a 9, but to get an 8, I am super, super, super happy. Absolutely beautiful card. I think I've shown it in one of my previous videos maybe. I'm not quite sure, but now it's forever in my collection as a PSA graded card. Another reason why actually people don't do graded cards is because it's a shame not to have a card like that inside a folder, inside a collection, or even whether it's a complete set or it's just your personal collection. You can get special folders for graded cards. However, I don't know, some people just don't prefer it. So some people say only getting a 9 or a 10 is worth getting graded. So what cards have we got here? Once again, I don't know if you can see, got a bit of damage at the top there. We get a focus. There we go. We've got a bit of damage at the top, a little bit of cornering, whitening. So we're not expected to get a 10, could get a 9. I'm not sure what card it is, depending on the front. We'll turn around. Oh, it's my Rayquaza Gold Star. So this, let's get that focus. Refocus. Thank you. This PSA 10, now that is a doozy of a card. EX Deoxys, the same set that the Latias came from, is the hardest, or is either the hardest or one of the hardest sets to get a PSA 10 graded card because of the quality print at the time. So I think this will get a 7. I do recall the front not being the greatest. I think this will get a 7. If it gets an 8, I'll be so happy. If it gets a 9, I'll be over the moon, and I'll think, there's something wrong with PSA grading. However, I think it'll get. Let's hope it'll get an 8. So let's see what it'll get. Oh, 7, damn, but I'm not surprised. I did think it will get a 7, and I think a part of me thought it could get a 6. There is quite a lot of not damage, it's just more edge wear on the surface. Ooh, you can see lots of edge wear on the top of the card. Like I said, the quality of these EX Deoxys cards were very hard to keep mint condition, so I'm happy with a 7. Anything lower, I would have been tempted to even take it out of the case. So what have we got up next? I'm going to cover the code. What have we got up next? Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. There's a bit of whitening. So this so far looks like a potential 9 candidate. Hopefully it can be my first 9 card. Ooh! It's my Gold Star Mew. I've actually kind of forgotten what I sent off. I have a vague idea. It's just been so long. So yeah, I think the front looks perfect. The front looks absolutely perfect. Oh, I think a bit of dirt got inside the card. Not actually happy with that, because there was definitely no dirt on the card when I sent it off. So, by the way, that's nothing to do with Luckins. That's all down to PSA. So probably in transit, I don't know. They could probably have cleaned that off. There was definitely no dirt on the card. Maybe it's on the plastic. Who knows? Hopefully we'll get a 9. What will we get? Mew Gold Star 9. Yes. 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 Super, super happy. Obviously, I would love to get some 10s on these. I don't think I actually sent anything 10 worth. I might have. I think I actually know I did. I sent my Crystal Charizard, my beloved Crystal Charizard. But we'll talk about that in a second. We've got a PSA 9 Gold Star Mew. Whew, I seem very calm, but I am very, very nervous. My sweatiness is intensified. Luckily, all these cards are packed in the plastic, so I'm not actually touching the hard case itself. Very happy with a Gold Star Mew. And actually, you know what? I don't know if you guys can see. Can you guys see? Okay, yeah, on its tail, there's a line there. That's an actual factory error. A lot of cards from, what's the set? Was it Dragon Frontiers? A lot of cards from Dragon Frontiers had this error, this line down the side error, and that does not affect grading, because I think either a lot of them or all of them had that factory error. So factory errors do not count like that as part of the grading. Well, typically when all the cards do have it. So what have we got next? Ooh, this looks pretty clean. This actually looks really clean. Oh no. Okay, so this is the Crystal Charizard. So I've got 2 Crystal Charizards. One I got more recently. I reckon this one will get an 8. However, I think it can scrape a 9, and that's why I sent it off. So, okay, never mind. It's my reverse Legendary Treasures. no, Legendary Collection Charizard. Legendary Treasures was a set that came out in 2013, not to get confused with Legendary Collection. This was a reprint of all the base set cards. However, it was the first time reverse cards came into Pokemon. So look how cool reverse cards there looked. It kind of looks fake, but yeah, these are not fake. There were fake cards that had a similar sort of reverse pattern. However, those ended up, I think, being stickers. But anything that looks like this with like these firework designs in the middle, these are from Legendary Collections. So I'm really hoping we get a 9 here, but I reckon we'll get an 8. If we get a 9, that would be incredible. So 3, 2, 1... an 8, okay? I can still be extremely happy with an 8, as said. Anything lower than a 7, but if this got a 7, I would be tempted to crack it out of the case. But to get an 8, once again, very, very happy with that. This has gone up over the years because of its unique reverse design. So, very happy with that. So far, we've got 2 8s, a 9, and a 7. So, what have we got up next? Ooh. This also looks very clean. This looks very clean. Not sure what it can be. Is this my Charizard? Could this be my Crystal Charizard? I'm not quite sure. Oh, this is the big one. This is the big boy. I got this so many years ago, and I should have stored it a lot better. I just kept it in a hard case, not outside. Just kept it in a hard case. Pretty much out in the open. I kept it in a case, like a tin, I guess. But I could have definitely storaged it the first couple of years a little bit better. But this came mint in the post, and it's a beautiful card. This is probably my favourite Charizard card. Oh, it's just such a nice card. The detail, I've spoken about it in previous videos. If you haven't watched the previous videos about my most expensive cards, this could be definitely one of my expensive cards if this comes back a 10. It came in the post, actually, without a sleeve, nothing. It came in a regular envelope, and it just came in perfect condition. So, will you get a 10? I've said for years to my friends, this could get a 10. If this gets a 10, I will be over the moon. But if it gets a 9, I'll still be happy too, so... Oh, got a 9. I'm happy. Oh, no, I've said to my friends for years and years, this is going to get a 10. And they were like, oh, I could get a 10, might get a 9. Oh... But to get a 9, I'm still very happy with that. The difference between a 9 and a 10 is like £1,000 as well. It's absolutely crazy. It's a beautiful card still, nevertheless. To get it as PSA 9, how old is this card? A 16-year-old card in that condition. I'm still extremely happy with it. Up next, though, we've got a Japanese card, and I know what it is. I only sent off one Japanese card. So this card is, it's going to be Shining Magikarp. However, it's actually a special Shining Magikarp. This Magikarp is actually from a fan club promo. In England, we only, in the rest of the world, we only got one Shining Magikarp, and that was from the Neo Revelation set. And in Japan, they got 2. They got one from Neo Revelations, and they also got a fan club promo where only the Magikarp is actually hollow. It's hollow and textured rather than the rest of the cards. I got this in bad condition. I only got it graded because it's such a rare card, and I think as long as it gets a 6, I'll be happy. If it gets a 7, then I'll be extremely happy. I don't think it will get an 8. So let's take a look at what this will get. A 3? A 3! Okay, that's getting cracked open. I think the people grading this wrong. A bit of, that stuff. What? Okay, so to get anything less than a 5, there has to be a crease or like a dent or a puncture. And to get a 3, bit confused about that one. I don't see anything right. I know there's like whitening in the top corner there. I'll let you guys to even inspect it and see if you guys can do a better job than the person grading this. There is whitening at the top. Maybe they're a bit more harsher with Japanese cards, but I don't think that should have got a 3. There's a bit of whitening there, there's a thumbprint there. It's whitening in all the corners, which is fair enough. However, I don't think that was worth a 3, and I'll probably even crack it out and maybe even get it regraded one day. Very disappointed in that one. Very good. As you can see, actually, I've never even said it. It says VG, so very good. And it was a 600 point promo. So, A bit disappointed, bit surprised and disappointed. My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day's not ruined. It's fine. What have we got up next? Okay, this card is another near mint card. We'll get straight into it. Oh, it is my Delphox promo. Only 100 of these exist. This is from the Pokemon Art Academy from, what was it, 2015. All the artists who won, I think there were 20 different artists. I'm not sure, 20? Maybe 20? There were 20 artists that won. I think telling them did Pikachu, telling them did other Pokemon. Might be wrong there on the numbers. They all got 100 of their own cards. So I was lucky enough to get a Delphox of one of my old mutual friends. And I was very fortunate to get one. Never had, I don't think I own any card where there's less than X amount of numbers. So maybe the gold Magikarp, but this is less than 100. There's more Magikarps available. So I'm hoping to get a 9. I reckon I can get an 8, but I'm really hoping to get a 9. If it's a 9, then we're very happy. And we got a 9. Yes! Absolutely happy with that. Since the original, only the artist gets 100 of these, I'm very happy to receive a 9, since they all come in an actual cardboard box. They're not sleeved or anything. They just come in a regular cardboard box. And that's it. So they're very easily to get damaged. So to get a 9, that's absolutely wonderful to have. How many have we been through? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we've got 2 left. I know what they are. One of them's another Crystal Charizard. I reckon that one will get an 8. And there's also a Gold Star Charizard. So what one have we got here? I think this might be the Crystal. No, this might be the Gold Star Charizard. Oh, it's the Crystal Charizard. Another Crystal Charizard. I just love my Crystal Charizards. What can I say? It's such a nice card. Hopefully we'll get an 8. What do we get? A 7. A bit disappointed with that. Might have to crack that one out of the case. Maybe I'll even get it regraded. I thought it could definitely get an 8. The front looks pretty good. There wasn't any scratches on the holo. Not sure if you guys can see. I think it looks really good. I think it looks really good. I think the bottom corner let it down, but I don't think it let it down enough for a graded 7. I think there was a bit of whiting on top, so maybe in consideration, maybe that does make it a 7 in the bottom left corner. So, okay, maybe I misjudged that one. Maybe I should not have got that one graded, but I think it's still... no, I think it's worth less as a 7 rather than having it ungraded. So, last one, we've got the Gold Star Charizard. Oh, going Crystal in the mind. Oh, what? I didn't set up a Gold Star. Okay, it's a Reshiram. This is the one I pulled in the video. I was completely wrong. So this is my Reshiram and Charizard rainbow. I pulled in my box opening, my Unbroken Bonds box. I was just taken surprise. I was expecting a Gold Star Charizard. I guess I never sent it off. I completely forget what I sent off. I just don't know. I just don't know anymore. So this is the card I sent off in my video. I thought it was perfect condition. I thought, you know what, it's going to get a 10. So we sent it off. Finally, after, 5 months, April, May, whatever, since April, I get to find out, did this get a 10? Yes, it got a 10! It got a 10! That card I pulled in my video, it got a 10 out of 10. I am so happy. And that disappointment of the Gold Star Magikarp has completely gone away. It feels like I've pulled it again. I am so happy. So I was expected to get my original Crystal Charizard to get a 10, and it didn't. Bit of disappointment, but however, this card has pulled through, and you can see it on the card. It's got a gem mint text, 10 out of 10. Oh, I am so happy with that. Oh, I am so happy. I knew it. I knew it would get a 10. So absolutely incredible. That the value between a regular, so that I think it's worth £180 ungraded, and to get a 10, that's I think around £500. So I'm very happy. I'm sure the prices will be up for all the other cards. I'm so happy. What a long wait. Oh my god, don't drop. Oh. Whew. Let's make them all nice and neat. Right, so that is everything. That is everything. All my graded cards out up front. Absolutely happy with them. Obviously, Magikarp, we don't talk about that, but the story of the day is that one right over there. Absolutely happy. 10 out of 10. Love it. Let me know in the comments below if you've sent off any graded cards or if you own any yourself. I'd love to know what you guys have got. I'd love to hear what other people have in their collections. But anyway, thank you very much for watching my video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was a little bit different. It wasn't really an opening. I guess it was actually kind of an opening. There was a PSA pack opening, PSA box opening, and I hope you guys really did enjoy it. If you did, please feel free to leave it a like, and if you're new here, please feel free to subscribe and check out my other videos. Liking, commenting and subscribing really helps the channel out, so thank you to those who do it every video, whether it's a good or a peace sign. I do really appreciate you leaving a comment. So once again, thank you as well to Barney Luckins for helping me along the way, because it's scary sending your cards off, your beloved cards, and they track it, they did everything. So I do highly recommend. And once again, this is not sponsored, but Barney, if you're watching, feel free to sponsor. Anyways, thank you very much for watching the video, and I'll see you guys next time. You can't really see this, but